Hi, Will here, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. We've finished the Eastern Palace, and now we're stopping by Shala to pick up our prize. And some story. Yeah, doesn't sound like they did a very good job. Well, that's good. Oh, we already have that. I think he's talking about the ice rod. Well, it's really fortunate that all of those wise men were really fast runners. Because if there's anything that we know men of learning for, it's their impressive athletic ability. Well, I suppose you didn't actually need the ability if the shoes just sort of magically make you run fast. So, who knows? Our next stop is going to be the sanctuary area. There will be something we can get there, and something I can show you that you can start off from there to do. And think for a minute. Okay, now I know where we're going. Just sometimes, you really have to take some time to think. And then I'll realize, hey, I can show you something. You can knock into these trees to make them drop apples. And they're like picking up a heart. A single heart. So as you can tell, these shoes really make getting around a lot quicker. But if you think that's cool, well, just wait. These kinds of stones you can break apart by running into them. I want you to come on and take it! Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. Oh no, come on, break another little piece of my heart, darling. Okay, anyway, to make this work, you need to start your game from the sanctuary. So if you're in a game, you'll need to save and quit. The game does keep track of how many games you've played, so if you're going for a 0 games played game, you probably don't want to do this. And depending on where you ended your game, you have a few options about where to start. Let's talk to the princess. She refills our life, and gives us some basic advice. Priest keeps us on our mission. You might have noticed that I've got the arrows equipped. I mean, you know, why bother stunning an enemy at range when you can just kill them at range? Look, really easy, powerful, unless you're a dummy and forget that you're out of arrows. But until then, it's great. Anyway, you need to go south from this screen, right after you leave the sanctuary. You need to sort of bomb yourself so you can just get on the very southern pixel that you can be without actually crossing to the next screen. And then you need to charge up a dash attack, but while you're still charging, face south. So I was basically charge, but before I actually went off, I faced the other direction, and then let the charge take you down here. At this point, the time doesn't matter. You don't need to worry about doing it at any certain speed or anything. It's just the transition from that screen with the main path down into the southern forest. That screen transition is the one that matters. And don't go to any screens other than the ones I'm showing you. You need to come around to where we went into the castle at the start of the game, and we need to come in this pit from the south. Success! No problem. Well, I guess this is going on YouTube, so... Sorry, Chris Houlihan, your secret's out. I don't know what that's gonna do for your job with the CIA. Chris Houlihan won a contest in Nintendo Power, and the prize was getting his name in this game. And the reason why the room is secret is because you can't get to it in an ordinary way. It's a fail-safe that you get to when the game has a fatal glitch when it's switching rooms. Anyway, when you come out, you're at Link's house, and near Link's house, there's a nice little fairy cave. Thought I'd show you that. Anyway, let's go, and it'll be as if I never did that. I went back to a save state that I made when I was at the sanctuary after I got the piece of heart. Now here's something I haven't been showing. There's these fortune teller houses around the game, and I haven't been going in them because I already know this game. What could they possibly have to tell me? But if you do visit them, they'll give you a little hint or a minor spoiler about what you're doing next. They'll take 10 rupees from you, and they'll refill your health. So, it can be worth visiting. Hey, here we are, back in Kakariko Village. Just like old times. Remember back before I was a kidnapper, and the ladies weren't calling the soldiers whenever they saw me? Good times. You'll find interesting places like this all over the game where there's some obstacles that you can't deal with yet surrounding something interesting. It's probably for our own protection. Anyway, I bet you know what I'm gonna do next. You're right. I'm gonna sneak up on that guy. I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get him with my fancy new shoes. Just watch. Hey, come back here. He got away. So let's get off the screen, and you know what they say? If at first you don't succeed, try again. There we got 5 rupees from the tree. I don't want to run into her. Now let's just try this again. Practice makes perfect. Okay. Just hold on. Wait. Alright, let's try the other side. That ought to work. No, not into the... Ouch! Okay, what if we started off from right here? Just get nice and close. Come on! Okay, so I know that he cuts down. He makes that turn, so if I start down, I can cut him off. I can't believe it either. Finally. Of course I'm not a bad guy. I'll be doing that, way ahead of you. Oh, I know, I get 5 rupee from this one. Our next stop is the library, and this is someplace you now have to go. But don't worry, it won't take very long. They're not going to make us read a bunch of stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with reading, but some people can find that tedious depending on the content. Anyway, we'll just take out a book. I wonder what the lending policy here is in Hyrule. The Kakariko Village branch of the Royal Hyrule Library System. And, you know, maybe it's just on the honor system because there wasn't anybody there to, you know, check out the book for us. Don't have a slip or anything. I think we're just gonna carry it around with us like we stole it. Anyway, our next stop, after we check out some things in trees, our next stop will be to the southwest to go to the desert. Run! So yeah, not everything that you find in trees is a good thing. And we'll just dash our way around the corner, stop by Link's house for a heart refill. Home sweet home. Just like you remember it. Except your uncle's dead. Well, other than that, wonder if Link has any parents. Maybe they go through that in a different game. But, as is commonly said, everybody in video games tends to be orphans, or their parents are just a non-entity for some reason. It's kind of like every game is like Peanuts, you know, Charlie Brown? You know, and when the grown-ups talk, it's just... So if you cut out the grass from under those guys, they give you a nice little drop. So that could be something you might want to check out during this phase of the game. Just go up to them when they're lying helpless on the grass and pick them up. There's one other thing I want to show you. I'm just going to head back to this little mini palace here. Kind of a palace. It's like a swamp palace. It's a palatial swamp thing with a switch. Might just be part of a larger thing, you know? So we'll open that floodgate. And it seems like the fish that was on the left disappeared, so we'll just pick up the one on the right. And I screwed this up the first time I tried it, so just do what I do and you should be alright. Just figuring out what to do. Well, let's just try something. Right there. Sure thing. Alright. Nice easy 20 rupees. All those rupees add up. I guess I just left one behind there. It's probably not worth going back for a green one. Contradicting what I just said. Okay. You know, like, whenever, like, somebody tells you not to do something, that's kind of like inspiration to do it. Oh. Hey. Stop following me. Uh-oh. Am I locked out of finishing the game now? Because I know I certainly need to enter places. And it looks like this guy is just gonna keep following me. Well, hope you enjoyed The Legend of Zelda. Yeah, no, just change screens and he'll go away. But there are things and people that follow you that will be more persistent. I want to get that vulture. That was totally worth it. Worth every scintillating second of sand sword vulture mastery. Now here's another guy, another descendant of the wise men. If he were to have come here without the Book of Medora, he would tell you where to get it. At least give you a hint, I hope. I usually have the book when I come down here. I'm not gonna sing for you this time. You know, it's getting close to the end of the episode, and I'm a little tired. It's a weeknight. I've got, you know, a test tomorrow, so I gotta be my best. And at last, we come upon the entrance to the Desert Palace. But how do we get in? And what awaits us inside? If you want to know, tune in next time to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.